I see from the sign here that what GUT stands for is Gravity Utility Tunnel. Hello.
Eradicator auto turrets. TranStar's last-ditch defense against an outbreak. Flimsy. But they're easy to fabricate. Best part is the built-in psychoscope tech.
I was hoping January's call would continue while I hack here, but it doesn't seem to have done so. I was just going to let him talk while I hacked, but... Oh,
Targets.
that was close.
Shouldn't be a problem for you, since you're not an alien.
Okay, I mean, we already know about the thing where turrets will start attacking you once you get enough of the purple skills, but it's just, you know, foreshadowing, like this whole, oh yeah, I'm not a person like you are, you're not an alien, don't worry, definitely non-alien. As a human being, Morgan, you don't need to worry about this. Well, okay, so GUT stands for Gravity Utility Tunnel. I was misled in a couple of ways earlier. I thought that this back here, the containment chamber at the center of what used to be Kletka, I thought this was the guts of the ship, but it's not. It's the containment chamber. Incidentally, Kletka is Russian for cage. Let's go gravitationing. Or gravity utilitying. Whatever we're doing, the point is it will take place in a tunnel. A microgravity environment used for maintenance and transporting cargo throughout the length of Talos 1. Okay. So, microgravity, you say? That jump I just did there is not evidence of a microgravity environment or anything. I can just jump that high. But are we going to be using the suit? Is there oxygen in here? Got the thrusters, so it doesn't really matter. This gives out... well, it would give out operators if I had hacked it, which I will now do. I'm starting to realize just how important operator dispensers are to the economy of the game. You have a number of different kinds of resources, and the main ones are your 3 bars. And operators refill those bars.
Requesting new operator.
But you have other things like ammunition, materials, and things like medkits or suit repair patch kits. Those let you heal between operators, I guess. We've got like a whole set of things down here which I hadn't noticed. I'm glad I saw the operator and decided to come downstairs. For example, plant, wire, recycler charges. I've got to start using those in some efficient way that recycles a lot of things. I really need more of whatever the orange material is. Laurel. Huh. Looks like whoever worked here and is probably now dead was trying to propose to someone called Laurel. Eric Berger, maybe. Got subsection 19. Replacement electrical components. Navigating around fan vents. Oh well. I like the subtitle Short Beep. Alright. Let's get in there. And it occurs to me that my new gun is not on a hotkey at the moment. Well, I have not been using the EMP charges. So for now, let's put the Q beam on 8. We'll see how it goes. Hello? Alright, so yes, I'm using suit thrusters to move around here. Have we got any micro mimics in the microgravity? Not obviously. Rest in peace, Eric Berger. Or Berger, or whatever his name is. Like I said earlier, he was probably dead. The thing about Alex's pitch, Alex Yu, makes the case that the discoveries of the Typhon, the things to be gained from using their exotic alien DNA and so on.
These tunnels run the entire length of the station. Mostly conduit carrying the bare necessities. Power, water, air. But operators also use it to deliver supplies from the cargo bay up to the Arboretum. Given the small number of crew assigned here, I would expect Typhon presence to be minimal as well. But that's probably a bad assumption.
Yeah, I'm guessing there'll be Typhon presence. So I was going to say, Alex's pitch that the things they do here are worth it, worth the risks, worth the testing on volunteers, worth the mind-wiping of the crew, because of the incredible gains for humanity, or at least for TranStar. It would be more convincing, the pitch he makes, if it weren't for the fact that the worst has already happened. You know, like, the risk of a containment breach, of the Typhon getting free and slaughtering everyone, that's 100%. The chances that that happened are 1. They approach unity. This is interesting. This tunnel goes one way, right? Beeping, whirring. This goes from Psychotronics to the Arboretum. I was under the impression that while December had intended I go to the Arboretum to pick up Alex's escape pod card, and while I am perfectly happy to visit the Arboretum, I'd like to meet Alex and whoever else has survived. I thought that January wanted to send us to the cargo bay for the self-destruct arming key. Maybe things are just in bad enough shape that it's not a feasible option. We have to go via the Arboretum because that's where the tunnels happen to go, with everything else shut down. I wonder, who's controlling the lifts to stop January from unlocking it all? Presumably Alex, but only presumably. It's not a certainty. January was created by, or possibly is, Morgan, who was more of a tech guy than Alex, I think, although they both seem to be technical. I feel like in a hacking contest between the two of them, I wouldn't expect Alex to win. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I didn't like that. I particularly don't like the fact that I didn't have time to scan it. However, I'm sure there will be more of them. This is cool. The microgravity environment. Ah, doesn't drop anything. At least I wasn't there when it exploded into radiation. And I can loot the destroyed operator. This game does a really great job of making you feel like you're moving around a damaged space station. Hello.
Research complete.
A cystoid nest. Tell me about it. The outer layer of each nest is made of a thin layer of Typhon material. A living mine. The Weaver uses these to mark and even defend its territory from any kind of intruder. Interesting. So, about the Weaver, the nature of the Typhon, as far as I can tell, is that they are these... What have I done? Okay, let's not talk about the nature of the Typhon right now. I pressed some kind of button accidentally and shot a thing. Possibly this. I think I must have right-clicked thinking it would be zoom or dismiss zoom, but of course it was kinetic blast. Nice. That was a deliberate kinetic blast, that one. Okay, so I was gonna regale you all with what I've kind of conjectured about the nature of the Typhon, which is that they are these intelligent but not social organisms, right? They have some degree of... When I say intelligent, I don't necessarily mean sapient. What I mean is they're smart. Like, you know, a wolf is smart. Typhon may be smarter than that. There's the thing about not having mirror neurons. They don't communicate even with each other, even though they seem to have the intelligence necessary to do so. Each weaver, the things that spin the webs of gold, the way the research is talking about them, it's as if the weavers are basically this sort of apex predator organism which creates minions to do its bidding. And the implication is that each individual Typhon organism, they may or may not be subservient or subordinate to a weaver. I'm not sure about that yet, but other than possibly other entities in the same group as them, they see everything as prey. That's right. It's the title of the game. Hello. How do I get in there? There are things present. Therefore, one can enter. Aha. It is very important that I collect this used plastic tubing and items of a similar nature. Bonus! Even more used plastic tubing and some frayed wire. Fantastic. Alright. I was about to say that the station isn't all that big, and this is still true. You know, for all the technological marvels of this place, there's only so much you can do in space when it comes to mass and oxygen and so on. And so the Arboretum is actually fairly close, but 250 meters away is not necessarily... That's not necessarily easy to traverse in the paradigm of this game. Hang on, that's not a live one, is it? Ooh, I was worried for a second there. Oh, jeez. Nests, everyone, nests. The cystoids are attracted to movement. We have learned this. So, if I take something big, like a crate, and I project it toward them, will they seize upon it and explode themselves? What if I throw it at them? There we go, the nest is... Okay, that's cool. This game is so good. It's systems. And they give you the tools to do puzzle solving in lots of different ways. Interacting systems. I'm like vibrating with how much fun I'm having. It's the power of the immersive sim. There's certainly a sim going on. Ooh, there's another cystoid here somewhere. I am surprisingly often alerted to the presence of hostile entities by seeing a health bar on my screen. We will charitably interpret this as a heads-up display letting me know, giving me the heads-up as to what is what. There they go. Leaks plugged. Yeah, when things explode around the pipes, it does tend to blow up the pipes. I wonder just how much more damage the station is constantly getting due to my and the Typhon's shenanigans here. Also, I'm being irradiated. I want this to stop. I don't know why it's happening. Very inconvenient. Oh. It's because I got too close to a nest. Oy. Okay, let's back off a little there. Are there any more of them? Ah, radiation building up. Oh dear. Nope, I've survived this situation, I think. And we've made it halfway to the Arboretum. Meteosphere cargo tunnel. Ooh, is this a collectible object? No, it's just a scrap of metal. The conceit that your uniform is a spacesuit within which you can basically do anything is basically necessary to make this stuff work as well as it does. It is slightly silly though. Okay, I need another heavy object. I wonder if I can rip this off the wall. Yeah, since we're destroying the space station anyway. So January demands. The reason I need another heavy object is I've found out why I was being irradiated earlier. It's that. Okay, let's stop. Stop, drop, and roll. Huh? I tried to hurl an object, it did not happen for some reason. Okay, this looks big. Blocked. Don't be blocked. Please unblock. I really got to make more of the anti-rads. I did not stockpile those things. I just kind of assumed, oh, I won't expose myself to radiation. Why would I do that? Oh, hang on. That's a human body. Sorry, it's a human corpse. Let's go take a look. Oh boy, rest in peace, Kimberly Bomo. Huh. Thank you. Well, I guess I won't have to hack that one. There's also this little area. I can kind of scoot in here, giving me access to these side tunnels once again. Do some maintenance. Though I'm still not that good at repair. I believe repair 3 cost 8 neuromods. If so, I'm probably not picking it up anytime soon. Yeah. Increased efficiency would be nice, but I don't actually need it as much as well, I'm happy to have repair 1 and maybe 2. 3, not so sure about. Alright. I like the microgravity environments and the space movement. Right, to the magnetosphere and or cargo tunnel. I was hoping to have to do it upside down. Once again, cystoiding. Give me another one of those objects. Oh yeah, that seems hurlable. Actually, am I like a dog carrying a stick in its mouth here? Yes, I was like that dog. Oh shit. No. I oppose that. Let's just rewind a little bit there, shall we? Right, so there's some cystoids just inside, which is why I left to pick up something to throw at them. My actions were reasonable to that extent, but the girder I collected was like way too big to fit through the door if held wrong, and you don't get any control over how you hold things, so it was going to potentially be held wrong. It's like a parser error in an infocom game. You know, I understood you as far as wanting to throw. Lol. Oh my god, what do we got? I'd love to use the girder, but it's not practical. Leverage is good. I don't regret it, even though I've since learned other ways to get past things that you have to pick up. It's not just a traversal tool. Like many of the game's abilities and systems, it is multi-purpose. That's a lot of cystoids. Fewer now. Kind of owning each other to some extent. Still, I have to be careful here. What about the glue goop? Will they think of this as movement? Yeah, they blow themselves up on glue projectiles. Cool. Alright, here's the monitor state. Oh. Yeah, that was definitely an explosion. I'll take it. I hope there wasn't anything I wanted here that got exploded. So. Electrical subsection 19. Okay. Fault detected. Okay. And, well, we saw the memos about that. Ooh, it's space. Let's take a look at space. Everything's going well out there, I hope. As long as you get far enough away from Telos 1. Well, how far do you have to go to get away from the Typhon? Are there more of them out there than the original asteroid-born one? Stop that up. Cool. Killed 2 birds with 1 stone there. Okay. I don't see any more cystoid nests. And I'm not being irradiated as far as I can tell, so probably aren't any. Let's do one last pass through a side tunnel section. This adventure, I think, has been very successful, apart from that one point where I made a mistake. I was immediately blown to hell. Oh, I hear noise. The kind of noise you hear when a Typhon notices you. Perhaps this has happened. But maybe not. Well, I can grab whatever this is. Coils of wire. Emission dampening coil. Did I miss anything in the monitoring station? Such as lemon peels. It's actually okay with me if I miss some lemon peels. Alright. Let's return to... Okay, this is actually the way to go. Let's return to... Now, I don't want to alarm you, but these things have killed me more than everything else in the game put together. Let's look for an off switch, shall we, rather than throwing glue at it and hoping for the best like usual. Let's look for another way around, one which okay, that's not alive. That's good. Okay. Look, I have spare parts. If I can get close to the thing, I can repair it. Kind of hard to do so, but well, glue would solve that problem. It solves many problems. Or I could just go through here. Yeah, fuck you, electrical substation 19. Okay. I've passed that. I kind of hope that wherever we're going I can find an airlock, because it's going to be quite difficult to get back to the lobby if not. Hello. Hey. Oh fuck. What?
Morgan, steady. That pulse hit your suit systems pretty hard. It came from the substation ahead. There's a magnetosphere around Talos 1 that keeps the sun from cooking your insides. Hopefully the generator isn't dying. For your sake. I'll be fine.
I like January, but I don't trust him, you know, an inch. I would say I trust him less far than I can throw him, and I can throw him some distance, so yeah. I think, if anything, I find Alex more sympathetic, but I do like them both. Good characters. Of course, the reason I find Alex more sympathetic is because I too would compromise my moral principles and sacrifice many other people's lives for the chance to develop cool mind powers. Magnetosphere. Rest in peace, Raymond Ridley. I wonder if I should head into there and check things out, make sure there's not going to be some kind of deadly explosion. Tea. Yes, please. Hello, what the hell is that? It looks like Typhon material. Oh. Maybe it is. Maybe it's their equivalent of flesh, but it's not actively alive, so I guess I can leave it alone. It'd be interesting to try recycling it and see if that did anything. Yeah, these globs, it could be mercury or something. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try getting a recycler grenade. There-ish. See what happens. I did not draw in the silvery blobs, although maybe I didn't throw it at the right point. Like, you can place these things on a surface and that would be better, yeah. Okay. Now having placed it, I set it off. How? I don't. Material. Mineral material. Not very large amount. Small amount of mineral material. Again, these blobs are unaffected, so whatever that stuff is, something that's not interesting to recycle, I guess. Okay. So, let's check my objectives. That way leads to the Arboretum, but I am actually going to go play hooky here. In a very broad sense. I'm going to head to the magnetosphere control or implementation area to see whether there's a problem that I could perhaps deal with. Buy myself a little time. No matter who I am or what objective I'm trying to accomplish, I will need to not be exploded by EMPs while doing it. Anti-red. Great. Didn't end up needing it, but I'm sure I will at some point in the future. Use plastic tubing. Slats. Ah. Interesting. Can't easily get in there. And that's a med bay, so there's probably a medical operator, which thankfully I don't particularly need right now, but still, it would be good, wouldn't it? I do have an idea about how to get in there, an idea which I cannot presently put into practice. Maybe next time I find a fabricator, I'll just have to save the game here and bear this in mind. And by save the game, I mean delete an old saved game. Oh, I can save the game.